Okay, I'm coming on here to talk about my problems. Um, that's been happening for a few months. Well, you know about the emergency home, because I told about how I was away from Dexter. But why we had to go in the emergency home is because we got one house bad, because in April 2023, before I got Dexter, um, my father-in-law died. Um the guy who I talk about, my husband, and the one you see with a lot of photos with him and Dexter, and that. So after the emergency home, I thought it was good, cause we finally got a house and I got my Dexter back. So I was maybe like a 2 out of one being very happy to 5 to not happy. It'd be a 2. Um, okay. Um, the emergency people house lie about the cleanliness, even though in our face they said our room is one of the cleanest, and and one of my husband's friend landlord his father used to work for her. Those two gave us bad reviews saying we're dirty. So this landlord went for this house, gave us a chance, even though they said our house was dirty. And so we were on 3 months tenancy. And that. And we agreed to a weekly inspection. He came twice, and and we still have lots of stuff, and we're sorting things out, and a lot of people have health issues. I was thinking of getting a cleaning lady to help or someone to help. And um um uh anyways, maybe I think it's this month. Yeah, this month, the first week, we found we had to move. He said he kept telling us, and that we found later on where he but they said about the cleaning, but only 2 eyes he said about something about the cleaning the lawns, which is understandable because the grass. We still trying to get our lawnmower back, and two um um our room, my husband's, was a bit messy because we had boxes, because we got rid of a lot of things, dresses, and some things got stolen, like our cabinets and all that. And the room we have, which is in that kitchen, okay, that blue room right there, that's our room, and we we were still sorting things out. But he only came twice, so in 2 weeks. And we were waiting for Wins to prove things and that. And then we were waiting for the delivery people and all that. And like I said, we have problems like sore backs, so we can't do much a day. We can do a good amount within an hour, but not like could take short breaks. My husband does go back and forth working and relaxing because he has ADHD. Well, anyways, yeah, week ago today, well, 2 weeks ago, my mother got sick, and we kept telling her to go to the hospital or to see her doctor, which is Gavin. And we found out her social worker, when she was molested in 2024, and from the hospital, and that made her feel even worse. She kept saying no, and from a week today, she kept saying no, and maybe maybe within an hour after her saying no, I was calling an ambulance because she really, really needed to go to the hospital, which we knew 2 weeks ago. But a week ago today, she has passed away. Yeah, she died. I took a nap at 6 p.m. and my father came in to the room at 12 a.m. and said, I think Lisa's dead. And that, and I, from a deep sleep, I woke straight up like somebody stepping on a leg. I stand up on the bed and went quickly. So then my husband, my father and my husband called an ambulance. They told do CPR. They told my dad to do CPR while the other one said leave her. But then the first responder came quick, and she put the machine on to see the heart rhythm and all that important stuff like the pulse and oxygen and all that. It was flatline, so she was practically dead. And so they start CPR maybe when before in 2024 she almost died. So, and she was arguing back then in 2024 where she told the ambulance people she's okay, she doesn't want to go. But the ambulance people said, you're the last patient of my evening, and you're the sickest one. So she almost died back then. But because of the molestation, she really, really refused. We should have just called 111 and got the ambulance talked into her again. But anyways, maybe 15 minutes later, the normal ambulance came, and the fire brigade came, and they called it, which was the 21st of January at I think 12:30, something like that. It will be on her death certificate. We still haven't got that. I show you her urn after this. So yeah. So sorry, I keep saying so. I haven't cried once at that. And maybe 2-3 hours later, the police came because they had to do every death. They have to do an investigation by law because to make sure it wasn't caused by someone. Well, anyways, that went on till like, okay, it was like 3 a.m. when they came, and it was like 5 a.m. when they left. Then the, well, I mean, 5 a.m. The coroner, the people who stole his body, came with the special bag, and that, and she, we don't know why she died because she had heart condition, liver condition, kidney condition, and kidney condition, as well leg infection and a common virus, like a common cold where you want nose and that, and she was throwing up that week too. So yeah. Anyways, it's not confirmed, but the coroner said it could be her leg infection went in her bloodstream and hurt her heart. Because they said it's with her legs to her heart. That's what they expect. But they had to do more investigation. But they could release the body, which released to a cremation place where we got her cremated because she didn't want a funeral at all. And we got them maybe 2-3 days ago. It's after midnight now. It's 1 or 8 a.m. I'm not tired, even though I should go to bed because I didn't get up and maybe 7 a.m. because I'm going with my father to the hospital because he has eye surgery, and I'm going to go with him to see so he doesn't have issues. Anyways, she got cremated and she got her and that. Oops. Here's her little shrine of her toys, and there's the urn there. I have a better picture at the end. And I got different flowers by my caseworker. Okay, this one is dying, but the other ones are doing good, especially these sunflowers. Oh, there's Tom. I think he's been missing him. I'm either Eve or Phoenix. But yeah. If you want an exercise bag, and if you're in Auckland, you can, for the Sabo is selling her exercise bag. Hello, fluffy bottoms. That's what I call the sisters, fluffy bottoms. Well, like I said, if you want the exercise bag, and if you're in Auckland, in South Auckland, and you see my Facebook post, about it, you can get it, because we're looking for a house in this district, so a few reasons, and that because we lost my father-in-law, which was not far from this house, and my mother in this house now. I'm in Walter Downs now. We were in Manurewa. And Manurewa and Walter Downs is so close. The boundary line is weird because the Homine train station was across from the Brownsville emergency home. And that's a whole new story. The emergency home had a lot of druggies, a lot of fights, a lot of damage. I got punched I had an infection, I think, in this nose here. And it was this side. And she burst my lip here too. Because I tried to push her out of the room because she tried to force herself in. And she punched me because of it. She said because I hit her. No, I didn't hit her. I pushed her. Yeah. It took them so long to kick that woman out because one of the workers is her family. But anyways, it took so long, and they had to put she had to pull a knife out at someone. Why our friend who lives here right now, but he may be living with his son again. Because he's at his son's house. And yeah, she died in this wheelchair, which was at that desk. Sorry about my shaking. Well, anyways, she was back, and there was a lot of others that were bad. There was one woman that was getting bad there, and our friend, my mother-in-law's friends still talk and said there's a lot of people and a lot of new ones that's not good either. Like this one woman with 3 small children, it's quite nasty, apparently. Which I won't be surprised because they don't do background checks because they're emergency home, but they also don't lodge the bond, so they can take any amount of money they want out of the bond, and we can't take them to Tennessee tribunal because in reality it's like a house, but we had to pay rent like $600 for 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, and share kitchen and living room. And for my mother-in-law, who was single at the time, because of her husband dying before, had to pay $495. Yeah, this money allows and it pays internet, power, and water, but all 3 of them were not good. And I do not want anything. Hey, Dexter. Okay. There he is. Yes, hello. Yeah. So I've been going through a lot, and I have finished my counseling session before my emergency housing, and then but I had a caseworker from Friendship House, and I had a caseworker at, oh, what is that place? Oh, they gave me a paper. Okay, it says your well-being. Okay, I don't know what that, oh, pathways. It's in the corner. I thought that's random things. Okay, I don't think this camera, I'm using my mom's phone, because my phone was broken maybe a week before her death. So I kind of feel quite weird, but I'm beginning my phone this week or next week. But we're going a few houses on, well, my husband got a few houses on Wednesday and houses on Thursday. Same with me and my father. So we've been looking and trying new places. Like I put a lot pour on the experience because of the stress I'm going through. I haven't cried once for my mother. I may sound depressed, but I haven't cried. I haven't cried for a week. Because on Tuesday, actually, no. It was the 22nd. Yeah, 22nd she died on, because it was Tuesday the day before. But at midnight, it changed. So 12:30 Wednesday, 22nd April 2026. I forgot the year already. I'm being 30 anyways, so that's my excuse. I'll be 30 in September 30th. Well, anyways, I got hold of my counselor who I had before, and she tried to figure out why I haven't been redone, and it's because my name was in the thing that Lorraine, my social worker from Friendship House, not my social worker, my counselor, because she's not a psychiatrist. I have a psychiatrist in where Pathways is. But anyways, yeah, I still need to take my medicine, but I haven't went in psychosis for almost a whole year, because in February, March, I went in psychosis because I took myself off psychosis pill on which is risperidone, but oh, what's that gonna say? Okay, I forgot what I said. Well, I mean, what I was gonna say. Because you can still see some the split lip. it was in September before my birthday she did. So, and on my birthday I got poorly on that day. Because I had a cold where I was coughing and sneezing, and I kept doing it, maybe slow before it. And this woman said, "Oh, cover it so I don't get sick." If they cough and sneeze and you didn't hear it or seen it, you still can get it, even if you have your door closed, it could go under your door. There's cracks everywhere. And they say in the same building it's hard to get rid of. And I got a lot of flus from that building. But my ovulation is finally going back normal. But it was 38 days since my last period, which is usually 31 days, and the month before or two, it was 23 days. So my periods is quite funny, but anyways, at day 28th, a week after Christmas, I thought I was pregnant at that, because what made me start thinking that way, my husband made a mark to my boobs. And I just went on the case of that, and me getting confused of my menstrual and all that. And I kept taking pregnancy tests every 4 days, and it keeps coming back negative. And on the 38th, the morning of like 1 a.m. So I think on the 6th, I saw my daughter. Yeah, my daughter's not with me because it's live. I will tell you that in another video. Well, anyways, in the morning of that, I had light bleeding. Then when I was visiting my daughter around the afternoons, I started to bleed heavy, where I was having a blood clot maybe this big, honestly, like this big. And I thought I could be miscarrying because it was like contraction, and I was in so much pain I almost cut the visit short, but I just stayed quiet and let my husband to spend time with our daughter. Yeah. I found out I was not pregnant because I got this one doctor named Peter from the local doctors. He gave me the HCG test because I think a week prior I asked for an HCG blood test, but they said no, I'll just give you a pregnancy test, and of course that was negative. And Peter gave me the HCG blood test on Tuesday, and I only had to take them once, but I was on 2 different medications for my periods, and he said stop it when it's you feel better, and I did. But I'm still taking the pain and swelling because I have a heart problem, so I have pain and swelling in there. Because my valve, a normal valve is like a normal circle, but mine's like something like that. And when it pumps, some will leak back, and that. and he made sure I wasn't clotted because of that heart problem. I had so many issues with my heart, and another test I'm waiting for is my seizure, and my daughter has epilepsy. And I believe I have epilepsy because I started when I was a teenager, but I was always scared to tell because I I okay, that made dog. I um I had to, well, anyways, the pill worked one time, only one day. So on the next 2 days, because my normal period, which has been normal, is length is 4 days, and it stopped on for 2 days. I was heavy, where it was big blood clots, like the first one at the visit was two of these like this far apart. So something like, okay, something like, okay, yeah, like this big. So I thought like could be fetal pregnancy, and the placenta was already forming, and that. But he gave me an ICG, and glad it came back negative. And I've been having liver issues. They keep thinking I have an infection someplace. But, well, like the flu. So he's been helping me out. I don't know his numbers, so I could contact him. I have to make appointments, but I have to pay now at my doctor's. And I'm way over. I'm almost $100. I think I'm $98. I have it on my desk. Anyways, just my dad usually comes with me, and he had to stay with mom because that's how bad she was. And dad was crying because of how much in pain my mother was. And he said he could see why people want to kill their family, friend, loved ones, want to kill them because they're in so much pain. Because even strong pain pills doesn't help it. Like this woman got the lightest sentence, which is house arrest, but she smothered her daughter because she was in so much pain. She was on the strongest pain medication for a child, and even for an adult, and she was still in pain. So she smothered her child to end up suffering. My mother was asleep, so I hope she didn't suffer to the end. And she didn't drink anything on Tuesday, and maybe half hour before her death, Dad gave her some water, and she said she was doing stuff like this, and like if she wants more, so and he saw that water going down, and the coroner didn't say she was drowned, so she did drink it. That was the last thing she had. She didn't eat or drink maybe in 2 days. And she drank a coffee on Monday. Then on Tuesday, and then on Monday and Tuesday she only had tiny bit of water. While Tuesday she didn't have anything. So maybe at 11:50, 11:40, he tried to get her to drink some, because she was sleeping most of the day away on Tuesday. But I hope she didn't suffer for long. So I hope you like my stress video. It's gonna be long. Well, you know. I love you, Mom, and I love the smile of yours. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you.